Who am I speaking with?
The district attorney's office.
What's your name? Is this Mary?
No.
Who am I speaking with before we begin?
Katie.
Good. The reason I asked that is so that way people can know on TikTok and YouTube who I'm speaking with. So the reason why I'm calling, and I'll tell you my name. My name is Brian Turner. So you guys have engaged in a malicious prosecution against me. I have all the evidence, by the way, but that's not why I'm calling. And as a result of that, Jeff Reese has been harassing us. So I know that I'm calling the wrong people, but I'm doing it intentionally. So I reached out to Sean Boone when this was going on. He happens to actually be Facebook friends with the people that lied against me. That's also documented on Facebook and YouTube and all the other sites. He hasn't returned my calls back, and at one point it appeared that he was hiding his profile from me. Now to get down to it, Jeff Reese, who did give false testimony, to lie. He said I assaulted an officer for 20 minutes, despite the officer attacking me being clearly captured on camera. And there being only like a 2-minute without recording, so clearly that couldn't have happened. He's been harassing my family. So the Gibsonville police will not charge him unless they absolutely have to. And so what has happened is he was actually charged a couple weeks ago after nearly 9 months of harassing us. And it's all on video, and they did acknowledge he has been harassing us, but it took 9 months, despite the fact that I've been calling numerous times to document this behavior. And they've come out. And so he did it yesterday again, right? Now what he's been doing is he's been riding his quad on our property and near our property. And what it does is it scares my daughter. So because my daughter has witnessed all this, including me being falsely arrested by the police when he assaulted me, and she's traumatized. And I know I would ask you to care, but you guys don't give a shit, judging by Mary Williams laughing when that video was played during the first trial. So I'm not going to pretend that you guys have any emotion at all. So I just want you to know, so doing all this, I actually sought help in regards to getting relief from the harassment. I went and I filed a emergency 50C C order. Katie Overby, the district judge, wouldn't grant it, despite the factual evidence that I had, the countless videos and everything proving that they've been stalking and harassing me, even the threats that I have. And the fact of the matter is that my daughter, my wife, my kids were so traumatized they had to go to their grandparents for a whole week. Yet they continue to harass us. But you know what she did do? She granted a 50C for Jeff Reese's family. And then, all these false allegations that clearly didn't happen. And so and we both know you have to have evidence that any of this stuff was going to even get it to be granted, or at least an emergency order given at all. Yet that was not provided. And we went to court. Meredith Edwards was the judge. She refused to hear my side of the story, granting the 50C to the person. And so I had all the evidence, and again, she wouldn't look at that. So I haven't really been able to talk to Judge Overby, but I've been reduced to speaking with people that speak for her. So Judge Overby has been CC'd in, i.e., copied into the emails, and so she's aware of what's going on. And so her deliberate indifference has caused significant damage to my family and I. And so again, I repeatedly call Sean Boone, who's Facebook friends with the people engaging in this harassment. I just also want you to know that I have filed complaints with the FBI and some other people. I've also filed complaints with the judicial hearing against Judge Overby. I can't get a hold of her. And so while Sean Boone may not directly be tied to this, he will have to answer for why he chose to ignore my calls or take any action and knowingly allowed Mary Williams to pursue a malicious prosecution and then even coerce people to lie for them. So just wanted you to know that. So I'm actually not calling for any reason in particular, just to give you that information. So that way, it's noted that when I do file the civil lawsuit, for which is a tort, if I'm not mistaken, that everyone was aware, so you don't have any grounds to say you didn't know. So therefore, it doesn't make it negligence. It's intentional at this point. Anything you want to say?
Sir, I'm just listening. I'm taking this all in. I'll put a note. That's really all I feel like I can do.
That's
but
really
I
all.
can hear you.
You hear the anger in my voice.
I do. So, but it sounds like there's nothing for me to do.
I know. That's not why I'm calling. I wanted to put you on notice. I wanted to put Sean Boone on notice. By the way, he should stop smiling he should stop smiling at his pictures because his teeth are disgusting. It bothers me that I've posted on his timeline, his Facebook, this motherfucker cares more about dogs and cats than preserving human life. We'll leave you with this final thing, right? So it's clearly captured. So there's documentation. So during the ordeal, during the trial for my false arrest, which you guys kept postponing, Sean Boone was listed as a defendant for the same exact thing, a malicious prosecution, when the Alamance County Sheriff's Department arrested him. I don't know his record, but I do know that same thing, racism, which is why all this started towards me. Now, he sued Sean Boone. He lost, but he was found not guilty when it came to the criminal charges of it. So what this does is it creates a record that this is an ongoing issue in Alamance County. And so what you guys can do, instead of trying to cover for each other's asses, and actually do your fucking jobs. And again, this isn't towards you specifically, but I fucking had it with the way that my family has been treated. And so I plan on bringing the fire of God down on this county. And everything I'm going to do is going to be perfectly legal. I'm not breaking any laws. I'm documenting it. That I want you guys to know, you don't fucking scare me. My kids are afraid, but you don't scare me. None of y'all scare me in Alamance County. And so, last thing, I know I've been saying that. So, I had to go to court for the person that lied on me. One thing that's peculiar is that whenever I try to search my name on the criminal docket, it's not there, but it's obviously a civil docket. When I look on the civil docket on the online, it's not there. But when I show up to court, my name and the person's name is there. So, also, whenever I am in court, what they do is they make me go last. And the reason they do this is so there's not a whole bunch of witnesses. And then the only time that I ever go first is when they know they're going to continue the case. So that's deliberate indifference. That's no longer negligence. That makes it intentional. So that's all I wanted to tell you. So you're going to remember my name. It's Brian Turner. So I hope you have a nice day, ma'am.
You have a nice day too.